What are the charts telling us just before the Brexit vote on Thursday? This video is a view on the polls and the price charts by myself, Chris, and Admiral Markets. First of all, be aware though that trading for exchange and global financial markets is considered high risk, may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. This video is not advice and is for informational and educational purposes only. Plus, by continuing watching this video, you agree with this disclaimer. Plus, you are aware of the risk involved when trading. The polls are extremely close at the moment. Both the Remain and Leave camp have 44% at this point and are tied in the poll of polls. The group of undecided voters around 11%, and they will be very important, of course, to make the final decision on Thursday. Literally a few votes could be enough for either camp to win. In this basically rolling average, the graph showing all the way back to September, we see that the Remain camp has been in the lead for the majority of the time, except recently when the Leave camp actually was 5 points ahead all of a sudden. But now they're back to 44%, and even as the undecided group grew again back to 11%. From a technical point of view, if we look at the pound-dollar weekly chart, we see basically price respecting the 78.6 fib after it broke the support trend line. It dived down to the support fib and bounced off of it with a very strong rally in the last few days. And now price has retraced back or bounced back to the resistance trend line of this weekly chart. Last time it respected that here and was unable to break it. Now we're back at that same spot. And will it break? I think that depends on the outcome on Thursday. If Thursday shows a Remain vote is the winner, then I would expect, of course, the pound to appreciate. That is my view, and I do think that there's a good chance that this resistance trend line off of the weekly chart could break for a breakout to the upside. And I think the most natural target is the -272 target with the 61.8 Fibonacci level. There's a confluence between those two, and that could be the target for the upside. That target, by the way, is 150, and I think that marks the difference whether a price is making a small breakout or a massive reversal, basically. Basically, a move above 150 really shows a bigger reversal potential, whereas a move up to 150 could be just a simple correction still within a bigger downtrend that we see. So 150 important, and I do think that if we have a Remain vote on Thursday, that price will at least go up to 150. And we'll have to see how much momentum there is if it could go above 150. For instance, if price moves up, then pauses with the triangle, I do think that that's a potential signal that price could break yet again. All right, if we have basically a Brexit and the UK chooses to leave, I think we will see bearishness on the pound. And I do think that there could be a strong reaction to this trend line. Because of that, we would see a bearish bounce. And I think that we could see price basically retest and go down lower like that. We would see here that bounce, and we would see basically price move down to the bottoms that we had in the years past. Right here, those two purple lines indicating those bottoms. And I think price will challenge those lows at the very minimum and perhaps even break below it. We'll have to see how much momentum is in the market, but I do think that there could be a lot of momentum, in fact, with a Brexit, even more perhaps so than if the UK chooses to stay. So that could be a very impulsive and volatile market environment. And last but not least, from an Elliott wave perspective, you see why the 150 is so important, because a break above that would basically mean that this is not a wave 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see also that if we do turn here, that this is a wave 4 consolidation. Those tend to be choppy and corrective. And if we do move lower, that could be the wave 5, and that could push beyond the bottom and make a nice lower low. Thanks for joining this video, and wish you all safe trading and cheers.